Hello everyone, I'm Vidette Vanderweide here, and I'm one of the leadership board members for the eWomen Network Orange County chapter, and I am bringing you wonderful introductions of our members. And today I am so lucky to have Carol Soloway here, who is releasing a novel in February 14th. And I'm excited to bring you this interview, and I'm excited to learn more about the book as well, because I do not know much about it. So, Carol, thank you for joining us, and thanks for being here today.
Well, thank you, and welcome.
Thank you. So before I forget, I just want to give out the website, which will be up here in a couple of days, which is called sexhappensanovel.com. So, it sounds really juicy. Tell us all about it.
Well, Sex Happens will be released on Valentine's Day. It is as gut-wrenching as Eat, Pray, Love, and stimulating as 50 Shades of Grey.
Ooh.
I've had a couple of comments, one from a psychologist who said it is a must-read for everyone who's gotten a divorce or is contemplating it.
Okay.
And also another novelist, actually a male novelist, read it and said the sex scenes were powerful, erotic, and credible.
Ooh, juicy. I love it.
So, I have a question for your listeners.
Oh, for me? Okay.
Okay. What would happen if you were suddenly no longer a wife? You lost custody of your children. Before you do the gut punch, go further.
I would you mentioned Eat, Pray, Love, and I always tell my husband that, if you ever do anything stupid again, I'm going to go Eat, Pray, Love, because I'm going to go. That would be my answer. So the idea of this book kind of resembling Eat, Pray, Love, or that experience, is very enticing to me.
Oh, and I tell my husband, you're not going to get out of this alive, so just go with the flow.
Just go with me here.
50% of women have been divorced. Mm-hmm. The other 50 wonder about it at some time or other.
Sure.
So that part is not as interesting, not as different. Mm-hmm. But the loss of the children is very unique.
Absolutely.
And it never gives you a real gut punch to what it must be.
So what inspired you to write the book?
Actually, what inspired me, I was an English major, English teacher before I became a chiropractor. Mm-hmm. For 30 years. I was in a horrific relationship. I was not married. It was after a divorce when I was this person without her tethered to the world.
Right.
And I just want to backtrack a minute. The main character has everything. She's married, her life was perfect. She has a loving husband, 3 beautiful children, a fabulous practice, kindly caring business partner, and the camaraderie of 5 really feisty women in the book club. But her life completely unravels when she does get a divorce, which shocked her. So to answer your question of what enticed me, it wasn't even getting a divorce, because then I was, there was no luxury to survive.
Right.
It was after I had been in this horrible relationship that I started telling my friends that. And they told me, well, just go to the police. If you're in a horrible, abusive relationship with threats, you can't go to the police. Mm-hmm. This said, okay, we'll talk to them. That didn't work. So I started writing. And then I said, oh, this story isn't it. And then I started writing again.
Yeah.
And it just became, it just flowed. Mm-hmm. And years later, the book is finished.
Perfect. So I think it's a really interesting topic, because I think most people think after a divorce, you're reborn, your life starts all over, but there's that vantage point from really behind closed doors where that may not always be the case, and probably in most cases, because women then have to learn how to live on their own, how to provide for themselves, and And so I think you're opening up a whole new perception of what happens after divorce.
Well, to answer that question, that is what uses up your time so you can't think.
Right.
In other words, I had my practice, I had my children. There was no time for, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then after losing the children in this court battle, which, by the way, is very unique and it's with some truths and weaves it back to her past, and that's how she does lose custody. Then you have time to think. You're completely untethered, and she falls into this relationship with the first man who appears at her tennis club. That's patient.
Business goes on, even in an interview.
A black former Marine who is dangerously handsome, and she runs into his world, which is as far away as the Princess from her. And goes to dances, even goes on 100. She's the only woman in a cabin with 3 hunters. I mean, it just took her away from her everyday life, which she...
The norm.
Yeah. But I will tell you that it is the First Friday group that provides the structure. Women, friends.
Perfect.
That gets her back, which is eWomen.
Yeah. So how was the process of writing the book for you? Was it therapeutic? Was it, cathartic? What was that process like for those people who want to maybe write a book and they can be inspired from you or by you?
Perfect. Everybody tells me he wants to write a book. Every single person I talk to. Oh, I've been meaning to do that. The reason it took 10 years is I'm working full-time. Fabulous husband. 3 wonderful children. All of whom, by the way, promise not to read sex scenes.
I know, reading sex scenes written by your mom can't be good.
Doesn't work. It can't be good. So I started taking writing classes, even though I have a master's in English. I started going to writing seminars, and I really learned how to write.
Right.
It was, and now if I look at the beginning attempts, I really wrote that. And now what I like to say is I can paint a scene without the mess of paint.
Right.
I can just sit down, like my husband was reading the book and he said, it needs a sex scene here. Okay.
Easy.
Yes, okay. So it's gotten to be, yes, there is one thing that's really important.
Perfect.
Which is, this is definitely not just another story about recovery. This is about who we are when our lives are stripped away. And also how important and powerful women are.
Yes, they are.
Each other.
They are some pretty strong beings, that's for sure. We're a good community to stick together because we can get through anything. Yeah, I agree. Well, Dr. Carol, thank you for being here. And one last time, they can go to, in a couple of days, you can go to sexhappensanovel.com so that you can have, and that link will be on the bottom, so they can learn all about the book and pre-order the book, which is most important. And I want to thank you for being here, and thank you for being a member of the eWomen Network in Orange County, because it is a powerful group of women, and we want to help you get the word out about your book for sure. So thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.